Graphic going, hey Gretchen,
Hello.
are you God, that graphic's very interesting. Um, that wasn't the graphic I was expecting, but that works. That's me. Gretchen, are you not gonna let me see your face? Am I gonna have to be over here by myself staring at
I
my face?
mean, I took buns up, bras off very literally
So me too.
on my couch
I love it. I love it.
watching football because my husband is out late. He's at a church meeting. So here I am.
Nice. I love that. How's that? You can take that picture down, Angela. How's everything going, friend?
Good, I think. Um, yeah.
We'll see how many people hop on here. I have done a horrible job like putting it back in to circulation. But I was like, if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. I've been coming back from summer break, and I guess we're a little far back in. Like I haven't come back from summer break, and it's November.
Hey,
Um,
that's okay.
yes, I also am excited for Heather and you to connect. I'm so excited she finally came over.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I don't know if you know anything about Dutch culture, but it is like a thing.
Is it?
And I married into that. And my husband is from West Michigan and he went to school in Holland. And I connected with her a long time ago on social because she asked me if I was related to like the Kingmas of West Michigan. And I was like, I sure am. But they like all know each other. It's so bizarre.
So,
The
like,
Dutch.
is there just a lot of like people from Dutch descent that ended up there? Is that what happened?
Yeah, yeah. So like they named Holland, Michigan after like Holland, Netherlands, and they have like windmills there. You can get Dutch shoes, like the clog shoes, which is why when I saw her like a rebrand, I was like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I saw it in her rebrand, but I literally just her last name Klompmaker. Um,
yeah.
I'm assuming maybe she's Dutch.
Yes, 100% has to
I've
be.
never asked her, but then
Yeah.
I just always thought that the shoes were like a play on like the fact that her last name Klompmaker. And then
Well,
when you
probably, but she's out of Holland, Michigan, and that's like the Duchess of Dutch towns in all of the United
I
States.
had no, I feel so uncultured.
It's okay. I wouldn't know any of this if I didn't marry into it, but like the very first time I met my husband's family, his grandfather said like with deadpan straight face, he was like, "Well, if you ain't Dutch, you ain't much." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm not Dutch." So they like are very proud of their heritage, which is cool.
So they're from Netherlands, is that right?
Yeah, the Netherlands. Yep.
That's
And they
cool.
settled there in West Michigan, and there were like a lot of the Dutch were farmers. So like rural Michigan is a lot of farming.
That's really cool. I was looking it up because she listed this property that had like sorry, somebody just texted me that the link wasn't working and that could be a problem. I sent out a link and that could be a big problem. We shouldn't let me send out links. But anyways, I saw this picture she shared and I was like, oh, this is like beautiful. And I was looking it up and I was like, wait, there's like Michigan Lake, which my understanding is like Michigan Lake is huge.
It is. It's one of the Great Lakes.
Yeah. And so
Again, I'd never been further north than Missouri until I met my husband. I grew up in Texas. And then my very first time to Michigan and at Lake Michigan, I like called my mom and felt like a kindergartner because I was like, it's beautiful and there's no sharks and it looks like the ocean. Just like so beautiful there.
I love that we are the same human because where did she message me this link is we're like the same human and I love that because I literally was looking at her pictures and I was like, it looks like the ocean, but I don't
Yes.
know the ocean. And so I was like trying to figure it out. So I love that so much. Hi, Christy. Hello, friend. How are
Hi,
Christy,
y'all.
what is this beautiful patio? Tell me this is part of your
Well,
community that I'm moving to. Your wellness
I, I,
community.
well, Texans are playing tonight and they're expected to go in the playoffs. And sometimes they have trivia, but
Look,
they didn't
I'm
do trivia
watching.
tonight. So I came outside to make my call because there's only two other guys out here instead of being in the bar.
I'm watching the Texans right
Are
now.
you?
Yeah.
I love that you guys are watching the same thing.
Oh, I'm not watching it.
Well,
I mean, it's
you're at
on.
the bar. You just ditched
There's
them. So
the patio.
what is the temperature there, Christy? Hi, Shannon.
It's like
Hi.
85 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Ew.
Let's see
Uh,
what the temperature is right now.
yeah, ours is not. Shannon, what's our temperature like?
39.
39 degrees.
I think so.
It's 75 outside right now.
Oh, that's so nice. You're
Gretchen, you're in
lucky.
St. Louis, right?
Yeah, it's about 39,
Yeah,
38.
same
It's
for us.
cold.
Sorry,
Ashlyn,
no.
no, that's okay. Ashlyn, where are you at?
I'm in Michigan.
What
Oh,
part?
I am like between Detroit and Lansing, and it's like 30 degrees here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying, yeah, so it's cold as well.
Send us some cold weather. It's hot. It was like 88 today. I was dying.
Wow, I'm so jealous.
I was not hot. I was getting rained on, and my husband, we had a, I don't know about your guys' transactions, but mine are so flipping complex right now. And there's just like, I've never in my 23-year career needed deals to need me this much. And so we literally were going to like walk because we have an appraiser that wants a shed knocked down. And my husband's like, which shed? There's like three. So I'm walking the property with him, and he wants to like show me everything. I'm like, babe, it's pouring rain. I'm not staying out here with you. I am like freezing cold and it's raining and all the things. So I don't have that problem, Christy. I wasn't hot. I was getting rained on. And then I did a video today where I had Jordy throw coffee on the windshield. Guys, my mom is going to kill me. She just got a brand new car and I borrowed it to go to the listing appointment. And then I had Jordy throw coffee on it, and I cannot get the coffee stain off of the window. Why?
Oh no.
Why? I'm like at the gas station scrubbing it. Coffee should come off of a window very easily, right? No?
You would think. That's
I
I
don't
would
crazy.
know. You would think.
no more creative listing videos for me.
You
Okay,
might need to do a spray, some kind of like spray to get it off with soap.
well, I'm hoping she doesn't notice, but I mean, I scrubbed it, but she's
Oh,
gonna
she's gonna notice.
when the video comes out, and she's gonna be like, is that my brand new car that you guys just threw coffee on? Okay, so also Ashlyn and Madeline, feel free to take your cameras off. We are all like super comfy and super chill. We would love to see your faces. But also, welcome to Buns Up Bras Off. This is our first one back since before summer. So we will always be taking summer break, and I was trying diligently to get back here, but it was just a wild October and November or September and October. But we're back, and so if you haven't been to one of these calls before, these calls are whatever the ladies on the call need it to be. So if we want to mastermind, if we want to talk about business, if we want to talk about like anything and everything, this is like our night in to just talk, to make more community, build more agent to agent relationships, all the things, maybe a little bit of therapy. So I always like to hear what you ladies like to talk about. Madeline said, my kids just went to bed, so I'm working on contracts while listening. I love that. I mean, I love that you have contracts to work on. I hate that we have to work on them sometimes at night. On that note, I have a seller that is just like not responding. They didn't like the offer. They're just like, I'm not going to talk to you at all, Randy. But what do you ladies want to talk about tonight? What is everybody got going on? Personal, business, how's everything going?
Good. Everything's good, but stubborn sellers.
Yeah, I saw you have like an investor open house. I thought that was interesting. So will it only go cash?
Cash 1031, potentially, maybe conventional. Depends on how creative the lender wants to get.
What are the issues?
Well, it needs paint.
I
And
think disqualify you for financing. What?
for
what?
FHA or VA, yeah.
Oh, like the exterior paint's really bad.
Oh yeah, no, like
I thought you meant like it needed like touch up paint in the house.
oh yeah, no. I walked in and I was all, okay, this is not gonna go FHA or VA, and that's what we have out there. And so it's really hard. The roof, it doesn't leak. It just looks like there was a mini barbecue up there. It's the tar that came up.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so
Me too.
Well, and they said, "Oh, we did upgrades," and I'm thinking, "Oh shoot, I hope you didn't do too much." And I walk in and I'm like, "Did you upgrade the lights?" I'm like, "My
Oh,
goodness."
I
Yeah. So,
I have another one that's like that didn't appraise, and they're telling me like all the upgrades they did. And then the lender and the agent are just going back and forth in an email because she's like, we did new windows. And she's like, maintenance isn't an update. And then she's like, did new floors. And then the lender's like, again, maintenance isn't an update. And I'm like, oh gosh, guys. But they just bought it and they flipped it in under 6 months. And I would think they'd be
oh,
happy with their return in this market. It's like 100K. And they're not.
wow.
And I'm just like, huh. Um, how's Gretchen, how's your business going? I mean, I know you have a good niche, but how's everything going?
My business is going great. This is my best year in real estate. I've been in real estate 8 years. Yeah, the market's really weird and my business is up, so I feel grateful. And
Do you
I
feel like
am, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you feel like that's a compounded effort of like years prior? Because I feel like agents who have been doing the work the last several years, that like this year is like an amazing business for them. But I feel like it's the fruits of like that previous labor.
Yeah, and I'm like 65, 35, 70, 30 of like 65 to 70% of my business this year was what I've doubled down on my like niche. So like seniors and people with disabilities, where it's never been that before. So I do think it is probably like a compounding effect. But I'm about to have a baby and do not think that I'll be able to go this speed. I know that I will not be able to go this speed next year. So I'm trying to figure out like what to be okay with. I'm a little sick in the head as far as like achieving growth. So trying to set a goal that is like okay, but not like too crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
I had a baby and took like the whole year to get my life together and just jumped back in.
Okay, well that makes me feel somewhat better. Um, yeah, it'll be my third, so I feel good about it, but also like it's hard to take your foot off the gas and be present.
Yeah, 100%. Jordy had a baby in July, and I feel like I did a really, I don't know, I just I knew, obviously I knew she was having a baby and she's my right hand. But like at that season when it actually happened and she had the baby, she was like, Mom, I'm off. But I don't think that registered in my head. And I just like thought she was still around. And then like all these balls fell. And I was like, Jordy, you dropped all the balls. And she's like, I'm on maternity leave. So I was like, oh, dang, I kind of missed that one up. So yeah, obviously I'm not having any babies, but I love that for you, Gretchen. What like, have you set any specific goals that like that you want to try to like, since you have that high, drive personality, like how are you going to stop yourself from like just not from and make sure you're present?
I don't know. Probably follow my face and then have to. That's like probably how it'll go. Yeah, I don't know. I also work with my mom. My mom works in my business and she is taking on more and more. So proactive boundaries, letting her know like here's when you can reach out. We live 2 minutes down the road from one another, so like it won't actually be boundaries, but I all I've thought about is like I want to actually take time off. I don't know what that looks like. I haven't made a quantifiable like goal towards it, so I'm setting myself up for failure essentially. We'll see.
No. Well, we're gonna help you with that. Your mom's the one I got to meet at Rise, right?
Correct.
Nice.
Correct. Yep.
Poor Gretchen. Gretchen had like not to put you out there, but poor Gretchen, when I
Yeah.
was like, "Are you all right?" And she's like, "I don't feel so great." And then the next day I saw her and she's like, "I have a UTI." I went to urgent care. She went to urgent care in Florida and she had like a UTI. And I'm just like super loud and in her, I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm probably the last person you want to deal with right now." But I was so excited to actually see you in person.
All good. I have never had that before, so I just didn't know what was happening other
The
than,
UTI.
yeah, I
Yeah.
had like a terrible fever. When am I due? I'm
Mm.
due in January.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like people either get them or they don't.
I've never,
Never?
It was
never.
terrible.
My
Not to
daughter
be
gets them, like, I'm not even kidding, probably 12 a year. And she gets them so much that like the kids know what they are. So she's like, they're like, Mommy had the UTI. And
Oh my
I've
gosh.
had one, but my sister gets them all the time.
does she?
My sister too. I don't. I've never had one.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, holding your pee doesn't help. So, well, welcome to Breakfast Bros. We're talking about UTIs tonight.
You think all teachers would have them because we have to hold it literally for 8 hours.
Yeah, I used to teach, so
Me too.
Yep, same here.
We have like 5 teachers on the call.
that's hilarious.
I love that. Heather, we were totally talking about you before you got on here.
I was trying to explain Dutch culture to Randy.
She let me know if you're not Dutch, you're not much.
That's what my husband
Say here. I'm not from here, so I'm not like I've had people say to me things like, I can't believe you do so well in real estate not being from here. And I'm like, cool.
Well, it is such like a, so my husband is from just outside of Detroit, but all of his family's from Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
He went to school at Hope, but
Yeah.
like it is quite literally everybody knows everybody. Dutch bingo, a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was telling Randy that's what my husband's grandfather said that with like a deadpan straight face the first time I met him. He's asking me like, where are you from? I'm like, St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, I don't think there's any Dutch people there. You know, if you ain't Dutch, you ain't much. I was like, okay. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, my husband's family says that too. They're from the
Mhm.
Netherlands.
yeah.
And we're all doing Duolingo right now so we can learn Dutch because I'm trying to get him to take us on a trip.
That's
I'm like, if I
amazing.
speak the language, you have to take me there.
That's so cool.
I had no idea I knew so many people, so many Dutch people. Well, I'm very obviously not cultured, Heather. So I was like, I just always thought Heather was so creative. Her last name Klompmaker, so she has like the little the Klomp, the
Yeah. Oh,
shoes.
yeah. It means wooden
Marketing.
shoemaker.
Yeah, so I totally like made that association, but I had no idea that like Holland was like this huge Dutch place.
So we have this big tulip festival. It's called Tulip Time, very literally named. And it's like the big thing around here. Like it floods our economy. It's crazy. Like we go from this like small town to like between depending on the year, like 500,000 to 1 million people coming for it. So it's like for a small town, it's kind of crazy. And so Klompmaker means wooden shoemaker. And my father-in-law was like, first of all, he's 6'5" and he wears his full Dutch costume and carves wooden shoes like his name, like as like he's like the I don't know, the person that demonstrator. It's 9 o'clock here.
He's
I'm
the
tired.
town clump maker. That's amazing.
Literally
Yeah.
the Klompmaker. I love it.
So I was
love it.
trying to get away from that, but with my new branding, I still ended up on my like icons doing a few Dutch, like for like tissue paper or like the back of cards, like little Dutch related icons, but trying to like move away from Hollandy things.
I thought it was great. I will never forget Holland, Michigan now. Ashley said, I thought we were talking about Dutch Bros, the coffee.
We don't have that here. So that's also kind of funny.
It is
Explain
funny.
that.
It is funny.
Are
And
the brothers actually Dutch?
they are. Their last name is Boersma, and there's a lot of Boersmas in West Michigan, but they're not related. I've done a deep dive on Dutch Bros.
Yeah, there's a lot of but anybody who's anywhere near or is looking for a vacation spot in the Midwest, like it's amazing. Like our beach looks like the ocean, and coastal people don't like hearing that, but it's true. And I'll fight anyone about it. Like
And there's
it
no
does.
sharks.
And there's no sharks. Yeah, it's
Literally,
cold, but
literally, we just had this conversation, and I was like, Heather just listed this house, and I've watched the video like 5 times because the colors are like amazing, like all the different colors of fall going up to that house. So I should have just texted you and been like, hey, how much is that house? But instead, I
it's
went
on a lake, but I
But
thought it
not
was such a good
far.
reel, and the performance of it is absolutely abysmal, which is funny. And I'm like, I think it's so good. Why isn't it performing?
so good. I just hate social. I think everybody, I was looking at like a couple people I know that do really, really good on social, and like they have really good conversion. And I was just looking and I was like, why does everything look so low right now? Like, I think social media is just very weird right now. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be, but I was like, come on, why isn't this performing? It looks really good.
Yeah. Real quick, I don't think everybody knows everybody. So can we all just take a quick second to introduce ourselves? You can share a fun fact and what market you're in. Christy, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I'll start while there's no play in play right now. If you hear the men yelling at the bar, sorry, they're watching football. Okay, so I'm Christy and I work in the Houston and suburban areas. Fun fact, I got 5 kids. That's my fun. That's about as fun as my life gets.
I think it's a funner fact. Like,
I take that back. I have a fun fact.
yeah.
I read about 300 books a year.
Wow.
I have a actual library. If you have over 1,000 books, it's considered a library, and I think I have like 1,400 at this point. So,
That's a
um,
much better fun fact.
5 kids is a fun fact.
Okay.
And then what else? What was the other thing?
I think that's it. Just your market, and you shared
Oh,
that.
yeah. And I've been in real estate like 2 years. Oh, yeah, about 2 years, I guess.
She was able to retire herself from teaching.
Yep, I left my teaching career and just quit cold turkey right after I got my master's degree, and I was like, I'm done. And graduated with my master's, and then took my real estate classes and finished in 3 weeks, and I was licensed by 4.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it. Gretchen.
I am in St. Louis. My name is Gretchen. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. I am originally from the Houston area, and my husband is from Michigan. I would move south in a minute. He would move back north in a minute. And so Missouri it is forever, right in the middle. My fun fact, a lot of people don't know this about me unless you like actually know me. I grew up a big duck hunter because of my dad, and Thanksgiving morning is a tradition that we've had ever since I was a little girl that we go duck hunting like very early in the morning. And my dad's been gone for 3 years. He passed away 3 years ago. But my 6-year-old asked me this week, are we going hunting? Like next week's Thanksgiving, are we going hunting? So you'll see on social media that I will have to find some man's camouflage waders to fit over my pregnant belly, and I will be in a duck blind on Thursday morning. So
Oh, I
fun
love
fact.
that. Have you went since you lost your dad?
Yeah, yeah. It was like the first year. My dad died in November 5th, and then that first Thanksgiving, I like was like, I don't want to go. And my sister forced me to, and ever since then we've kept it up. So it's good.
Mhm. I love that so much. I recently ate duck. I don't know that I don't know that I'm a duck eater, but
I'm a
duck.
duck killer.
I think I could kill duck, but I don't think I can eat duck. But maybe
Yeah, you must have had it wrongly prepared. It should taste just like steak.
Well, then it was definitely wrongly. I love that. Shannon, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Shannon. I'm in Reno, Nevada. And let's see here. Fun fact. Oh my gosh, I'm so boring. I've got 3 boys, but they're 2 teenagers and one 20-year-old. Not too much, not too exciting.
I think you're exciting. She's also built out her social media like 6 months in advance. And every day her social media pops up in my feed. And I'm just like, Shannon is not afraid to be Shannon herself. She's went all in. She's like, you're either going to love me or hate me. And so I'm here for that. I think
That is true.
Yeah.
And if you hate me, you just did me a favor.
One less relationship to maintain. Madeline, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Madeline. I live in East Tennessee. My fun fact might also be like that I used to teach and I quit, I think a year after I got my master's in teaching. I taught 4 years, got a master's so I could increase my salary, and then just quit when I decided not to go back to work after having my son. So that's why I picked up real estate.
I love that. And then I thought I just saw that you were like, you just got back in, right?
Yeah, I had my second. So I had my first son in 2022 and then had my second one in September of last year. So just the 2 years apart, and it was a lot. We don't have much of a village, so trying to do real estate, and we moved, like we flip houses, like the houses we live in. So it was just a lot. So I took that time off and I'm just now jumping back in.
What town in Tennessee?
Jefferson City.
Nice.
Is that near
It's about 30 minutes outside of Knoxville.
Is that near Clarksville? Heather, is my volume better?
I'm not sure where Clarksville is.
Well, then it's probably not too
It
close.
might be more towards Nashville.
probably. Hold on, Heather texted me and said
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I have a short sale. I'm working with a partner in Clarksville right now. Well, she's working it, but I'm kind of helping her because she hasn't done a short sale before. But I think it's like Clarksville's like an hour from Nashville, right?
I think
Oh,
that's
it's
right.
Nashville. So, well, I love that. I love that you're back in. Heather, I'm so excited to have you here, friend.
Yeah, I'm Heather Cloutmaker. I am in Holland, Michigan. Grand Rapids is probably the town that people maybe know more, but probably not even that. That's in Michigan. And a fun fact, I always have a hard time coming up with things like fun facts. How fun can a 41-year-old mom of three be? Not a lot.
You have twins.
I have twins. I have a
That's fun.
podcast for women in real estate with ADHD. That's kind of fun. I have ADHD, so diagnosed within the last few years. I have twins and a 3-year-old. It's fun.
And like a beautiful eye for design. Do you see that background? She is like, she does things all the day long. I'm screenshotting her stuff and I'm like, I need this life. I need this life right now, Heather. I was going to text her the other day and be like, how much do you think it'll be to build your house in Reno?
I'm guessing probably more than here, but who knows? I don't know. What's your average sale? What's your median sales price?
$525.
Yeah, I'd be more. Our median's like 369. I mean, like my house is well above the median, but although cost to build might be similar. I don't know.
Yeah, it would be amazing. Well, I'm ready to do a remodel and I'm like kind of stuck on design. So I feel like I should text you.
Oh my gosh, please. It's like my favorite thing. I'm like, oh, I'll talk for free for like ADHD. I'm like, oh, I have 3 offers right. Nope, let's talk about designing your house in Reno that I'll never visit. That sounds a lot more fun.
Well, you might visit it. Gretchen, if you have to jump off, we're super excited that you came, friend. Ashlyn, will you introduce yourself real quick? Fat.
Hi,
Oh,
yes.
oh, there you are.
So
So
I'm
Ashlyn, you're in
Ashlyn.
Michigan too, right?
Yeah.
What
It's
is going on? We
Oh,
got
I
so
know
much
that's so
Michigan.
crazy. When you said Holland, I was like, oh, I'm
You've
on
heard
the
of
other
her.
side of, I'm on the east side now, but
Cool.
I grew up in near like South Haven and Kalamazoo
Oh,
in between. So we
okay.
used to go to like Saugatuck, Holland, Grand Rapids
Yep.
all the time
Very
growing up
cool.
because of Lake Michigan. So that's
Yep.
really awesome. But
Oh,
we
cool.
haven't lived in Michigan because we're military and my husband is in the army, so we move all the time, but he got recruiting orders, so we're back to Michigan. But now I'm near like in the middle between Lansing and Detroit.
Like
So I'm
Brighton or
like,
something.
yeah, yep. So but
Awesome.
I do go to the west side, southwest side a lot still just because we all of our family is there.
Yeah.
And I feel like I spend more time there. But yeah, it's a fun fact about me is
Mhm.
I love hot Cheetos and it's like a terrible addiction. And I'm sure you guys have heard about the Red 40 dye that's getting banned and I'm like heartbroken. It's probably why I have ADHD, but it's just
They're
rough
actually
out
making
here.
dye-less. It's like dye-free
Jordy
ones.
said they're making dye-free ones now. Have you seen
I
it?
saw. I'm excited for something new.
Well,
Have
I
you ever
love.
put lime on them and then
Oh
any
yeah.
hot sauce?
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah,
obsessed.
Jordy's addicted. She found the Takis, the healthier version at
Oh,
Trader
gosh.
Joe's.
Oh yes, I've
Yeah,
tried those. Those are so good
they're
too.
so good. So
Yeah,
good.
I could eat the hi baby.
That's my youngest grandson. Ari, you want to introduce yourself, friend? We're glad you're here, Ashlyn, and it's nice to meet you.
Yes, I'm Arsandi, but I go by Ari, just because it's a whole lot easier. I am licensed in Phoenix, but live in Colorado, and then soon to be licensed in Kansas City, both states, Missouri and Kansas, because we'll be moving there next May, June, before next November for sure. And then my fun fact is that I was also a teacher, and then I had my son, and the Lord said I would go and stay home with him. And I couldn't stay home with him more than 1 year until I found real estate. And now I'm part of Faithful Living with Randy. I'm her TC and also agent. So, yep, that's me.
Hmm. Well, we're excited you're here. Alicia, you popped on here kind of like incognito, but we're excited you're here.
Alicia or Alicia?
Wait, is it Alicia or Alicia? I always mess up names.
Alicia.
Oh, good. I got it right. See?
You're fine. I just saw it came up on my thing and I was like, you know what? I have nothing to do. So I was gonna join.
Hey, well, I told a couple people that I text. I was like, I kind of forgot to put this out. So do you want to join me? So there's 2 of us. But I can happily have 10 of us. That works. So I'm excited you're here. Which market are you in?
I live in Effingham, Illinois, so I'm really close to St. Louis. And I saw somebody else with St. Louis.
Oh, how funny. Gretchen. Yeah, she just jumped off.
I'm like 2 hours from St. Louis or 4 hours south of Chicago.
Nice. Well, I'm on the complete other side of the country. And Jordy's saying, ew, she left. She said, go Chiefs, I'm leaving. So as soon as you guys started saying go Chiefs, she was like, goodbye. Here.
I have to tell you a story about that with your children. The other day I was tutoring them.
Yeah, you have a Saints fan and a Niners fan, so that probably didn't go so well. So Ari does a lot of things, and she also tutors in reading and Spanish, and she's been tutoring my grandbabies. And so anyways, so if you don't know me, I'm Randy. Buttons Up Bras Off's kind of like my baby. I haven't really had time to dedicate to it, but it's my passion to create a space for women to come authentically. We're kind of more so like my partner, if you know my partner in Moms in Real Estate, Kristen, she's like the put together powerhouse. And I'm the opposite. I'm like, wait, you want me to like do my hair and put a bra on and leave the house? Like, I'm not trying to do that. And so I try to create the space for like a CEO wearing sweatpants mamas who just like it a little bit more chill. And so we do this once a month. I am also in Northern Nevada. I serve Northern Nevada and Northern California. I have a national Christian real estate team, and we actually are in six states. And so I'm loving doing that. I always come up with Heather, I'm like you, and I always come up with the weirdest facts. Last time somebody asked me that, I shared that I still cut the toes and clean the ears of all my adult children, and everybody just stared at me like I was the weirdest person in the world, just like Heather's doing right now.
I have to like mediate the face because I'm expressive. I don't even cut my like actual children's. I'm just like, oh, you're fine.
Just children, they're just adults. And Jody always tells me not to share that. She's always like, Mom, you make us sound so weird, but it's not that weird. I never stopped. I think it would have been weird if I like stopped and then started, but I've just always like, anyways, that wasn't a fun fact.
Pitch with Jimmy Fallon.
Do I have a picture with you? What did you say?
Have you seen Fever Pitch with Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Moore?
No.
Watch the movie, just like the first 15 minutes. She like they're talking about dating, and that she and her friends are talking about like dating in their 30s, and she's like, the last guy I dated, it was going great for a month, and then I found a bag of hair and nail clippings from his whole life in his closet. And when you said that, it just made me think of that.
Well, I don't keep them, just so we're very clear. I don't keep them. I had a really good fun fact, but I don't remember what it is. And I just made an awkward one. So we'll just roll with that. So I love that. All right, ladies, I would love for you to get value from the call. I mean, of course, just socializing and connecting and making relationships is huge. But I also would love to know if there's something in your business that we can talk about, we can move the needle forward on, or just anywhere you need motivation, or even if you want to share a win. I know, Heather, I would love to hear more about the podcast. Does anybody else here feel like they have ADHD? I definitely do. Christy's like, yes, I do. Ashlyn. Yeah, there's a handful of us. So how is the podcast going? I actually, you're one of the few. So confession, I don't consume a lot of podcasts. Like, I'm not a podcast listener. I'm a podcaster, but I don't actually listen. And so I love that, Madeline. We'll talk about that in just a second. And so you're one of the only podcasts I actually have on my phone to listen to.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yeah, it's been fun. I had wanted to start a podcast. Like I'm a person who likes podcasts. Like I listen to them when I'm driving. I bought like a little, like a shower Bluetooth speaker. So like this morning, my husband's like working in our bedroom. Like he's an engineer at his computer, and I'm like blasting an Amy Porterfield episode about business and content marketing. And so I love podcasts. So I'd kind of thought about it for a while, and then was like, what do I do it on? Do I do it on just like generic real estate? Do I do it on social media? Like I do a lot of social media stuff like that. And then I kind of just leaned into the ADHD niche after being diagnosed and just realizing how many people likely have it as well. And then I think the great thing about it is that it's any of the information I share, any of the perspectives or anything like that, I feel like really applies to anyone in real estate, because whether or not you have ADHD, real estate kind of makes you function like you do. The constant switching of tasks and the overwhelm, and just one of my big things is I'm kind of I hate to say it this way, but like very anti-hustle culture. Like I did the whole like very big popular real estate industry coaching programs and was a coach for one of the most popular coaches. And it just left me always burned out with like the more, bigger is better, everybody trying to be flashy, all of that. And so my whole, like I had a big season of burnout after I had my third baby, and just kind of I burned the ships kind of. I've been in business almost 9 years, kind of massively pulled back in my business, rebuilt it kind of from the ground up, the right systems in place that actually work for ADHD, which counterintuitive to most of real estate is actually simple systems, simple activities, simple routines, things that actually get done, instead of having this like giant list of things that you're supposed to do that only 5% of it gets done. Have a smaller list, but actually get it done. Yeah, so it's been fun. I think the episode I'm posting tomorrow will be episode 44. So I took a little break this summer. We custom built our second home this summer, and it got chaotic. So I took a few weeks off around that time with moving and finishing the house and stuff. But so it's been just right. It's called Hey ADHD Agent. And it's like on Apple Podcasts and everything. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed it. Been able to connect with a lot of people through it, which has been fun.
Yeah, I love that. That's her podcast. I love that so much. Christy said that she wants to start a podcast about homes on the market that are haunted or had some kind of murder happen in them. And I will tell you this though. I mean, I think it could be a huge. So there's one gal. I'm sure she has a podcast, but I've always just watched her on Facebook, and she always tells like Dateline stories. That probably would have been a much better fact for me to share, that I go to sleep to Dateline. But I have like a thing with Dateline and with like just like Netflix documentaries. And I always think like, why did I pick real estate? If I could have like been somebody who just like gets my microphone and really intently explains like how the whole situation went down. Like, why did I miss that boat? I was looking up this girl, and she makes like $500,000 a year telling like these stories. So I think that your podcast of like telling, I don't know how like compliant it is, but I think that everybody will listen to the podcast where you're talking about murders in houses, Christy.
Well, if it's like, it would be like more of an interview-based podcast that you get different agents around the country on, and then monetize it somehow.
And they can tell about the stories.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to, me and my sister have been talking about it for years before I was even an agent. Like I still was a teacher, and I was like, oh my God, we should do a podcast. And she actually just started a podcast like 3 weeks ago. And anyway, and she's like, are we going to do yours too? And I was like, I don't know. I don't even know how to start a podcast.
Well, you should listen to Heather's and then ask Heather for some tips. I'm sure she can tell you.
I actually have a friend who we did like a big deep dive, and she just rolled out her podcast last week. So that was fun.
Yeah. Heather is great because she like knows all the things of all the things. I've been podcasting for like 8 years, and I was like, I had somebody great on my team make sure that podcast gets somewhere. But I'm learning. I did get a course. I think I got Blake's. I think I bought Jenna Kutcher's. I don't know. I have somebody's that I'm going to like.
We just need like 30 minutes to deep dive, and I can just tell you all the things, because it's different than what Jenna says. It's more SEO based.
Oh, good.
I don't think she really gets into that.
Nice. Well, look at us. We're all gonna need a little Heather in our life. I love that. Real quick, although I love talking about the podcast, I appreciate that Madeline shared something in her business. And welcome to those of you that jumped on in just a minute. I'll have you guys tell us your markets. But Madeline shared that she is debating leaving her team, but she's nervous to go on her own, and she'd love to talk it out. So if you want to kind of share with us, like how long have you been on the team? How much of your business comes from the team, or whatever you want to share? Just tell us all the things.
I've been on it ever since I started, because our team lead was actually my realtor, and did 2 transactions for us. And he's a really nice Christian guy, like he's in ministry and everything. When I had quit teaching and was staying home and looking for something else to kind of do from home, he suggested real estate. And I thought about it for a few months before I finally decided to join his team. And so he's really who got me started. He's at a great broker. We're at a great brokerage. So I wouldn't want to leave the brokerage just because I leave my team, because they offer a lot. They're also Christian based, and they offer tons of education and training. They have a broker on call every day to answer all kinds of questions. So anyway, so the main benefit of being on the team, and the first originally for me was just I have somebody who's making money off of everything I do, so I don't feel guilty blowing up his phone at all. And then he started a Facebook group where we were adding tons of people in East Tennessee looking for homes, and we were messaging them directly to try to get them on, as leads and putting them into our CRM. Well, a lot of that, those are cold leads. So they have to be worked, they have to be emailed, they have to be called. And at home with 2 toddlers, that's my least favorite thing to do in real estate. And so far I've really only done a few transactions a year because I've just not been ready to jump full in and try to make like a real income off of it. Like I supplement my husband's income right now from it. So all of my transactions I've ever done have been from my sphere of influence, not from those leads. So right off, I'm like, it's been worth it because he also has an assistant. And so she'll help me with like social media or a flyer, open house flyer, marketing stuff. But she's kind of started to back off of that. And I don't know that she's necessarily supposed to, but she's licensed now. So she's just got a lot to do. So coming back into this, I've had to pick up my own like marketing and flyers and brochures and social media announcements. So that benefit of being on the team is kind of gone at the moment. I'm not really working the leads that he has. She's been really successful with Zillow, but I could pay for that on my own. I feel like probably cheaper than what I'm sharing in commission. But anyway, I think the main thing I'm nervous about is just he's very experienced. He's a very big agent in the area, and so he knows all the answers to any question I could have. And so, but he's not always easy to communicate with either. Sometimes I have to go to the broker anyway to get a quicker response. So I think what I'm having is just like a self-confidence issue of knowing that if once I leave the team, like I got to figure it out on my own or, get help from brokers and then what if my sphere of influence stops calling me? Then I've got to figure out how to find more leads.
Yeah. Does anybody want to share that has a perspective on that? Christy, yeah?
So my thought is you already know what you should be doing if you do go on your own for you to be successful. And if you're not benefiting from the leads that you're paying for, what's the point of paying for them? That's a lot of money wasted, a lot of split that you didn't need to do. Hold on, they're about to yell. Sorry, I got to mute.
Well, that's a downfall of watching the football game with the guys and being on the call at the same time.
I came to play trivia. I did not want to watch football. But my other thought was that a good way to get leads is doing things in your community. Start a moms group or meet other moms that also have kids around your age. Y'all start like going on a walk, meeting at the park, do it for your community and build the community inside like wherever you're living or whatever. And once you build those relationships, the business will come later.
Right. And I feel like that's something that I have a strength with. Like that's mainly how my team lead has built his sphere is just he's out there, he's sociable, he's in ministry, he's friendly, he strikes up conversation. And so I feel like I've been successful with that. Like my clients have been people from my church, people I worked with 10 years ago that, had lost contact with other than Facebook. So I feel like they'll come eventually. Like I just need to make sure like that I am making people aware on social media, especially like my personal social media, that I'm in real estate.
Yeah, just be consistent.
And I'll just share, from a team leader's perspective, that, look for what your blind spots might be, and like where your value stack might be and things like that. Every model is different. I will tell you that I used to have a model, the traditional model is usually like 50-50 splits, and I don't know what your splits are, if that's comparable. And what I did learn over the years is like, it was a hard thing to navigate, because I was trying to give more and give more as a leader, but then I understood that agents, when they're giving up 50%, then they sometimes feel like, well, I could do half as much work, and all the different things, right? And so when I built my new model, I built it with a very clear vision that I would become an accelerant to my agents. And that way my agents could stay with me forever and not run into like a profitability problem. But like, it's very easy for my agents to identify, like, their tech stack alone. If they're just the tech stack I provide them, just that alone is $600 a month, and like, so there's all these different, and then there's the mentorship, then there's the exposure, then there's additional benefits for being on the team, then there's the accountability, and then there's the systems, and then there's the marketing. So I would just say, if you don't have it written out for you, write down like every single thing and look at that, because one blind spot sometimes is like, and I know this because I'm a producing agent also, right? So like, I'll get a deal and it'll have come to me for a referral, and this deal will have just like put me through the ringer. And then I got like a 30% referral on it. And I'm just like, ouch, like they didn't do anything. And then I have to reframe my thought process. And I have to remember, whether they did something or not, I wouldn't have closed that deal without them, right? And so sometimes we just have to reframe it. So I know how painful it can be, like, well, they didn't give me that deal, but did they give you the tools or the support or some other thing that got you to that point that you could serve that deal well? Like, and are you able to do, like, for my agents, they can show houses and write contracts, because we have a whole back end of marketing and support for them, right? So just look at that way. Not to say, because I don't know, are your teams pretty traditional split, like 50-50?
Yeah, if it's from my sphere of influence, it's 25-75. If it's a lead that he's gotten me through, like buying leads or
50-50.
advertisements, then it's 50-50.
Yeah. And I get the whole working the cold lead thing. Like, it is brutal. It's brutal. You really want more mentorship that's teaching you like how to develop like what are you looking at? Oh, just blow it out. Like your top 50, or like, you're on our team, since we're Faithful Living, we have our Faithful 50. And like, I really mentor them on like pouring into those people. But I would just have a conversation with him and see, if one, maybe he could bring that down on organics, or, but here's what I will tell you also, is that at some point agents usually have that point of contention. And if you go on a team and the hope is that they're going to feed you leads, and you join a team on that premise, like, it either works or it doesn't. But at some point you just don't want that anymore. Because moms, it's been my experience in the last 25 years of building, I have yet to meet a mom that's like, I love me some cold leads. Like, I love chasing them, and I love being, they just don't, right? You want more business that comes to you that's highly referred, willing to work your way. And so I wouldn't be afraid of it. I would just go and have an honest conversation and say, hey, here's what I'm thinking about, as the person who brought me in, I value your opinion. Can you kind of tell me, and ask him. I would be more thankful if my agents came to me and let me walk it out with them than if they felt like they had to make that decision on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Especially being in ministry, I'm sure he wants whatever is best for you and your family. And while I'm very hopeful my team is going to have tenure for 10, 15, 20 years, God's also very clearly told me it's also a business. So there's going to be certain people that come and go. And that's just something you have to accept,
Right. Yeah. And I spoke to him too when I jumped back in. I was like, I think I'm really good with doing like a transaction a month or even less. Start like just getting started, jumping back into it. Like 6 to 10 a year, possibly, if they're, depending on the amount of money or how, what the price of the house is. And he was like, yeah, if that's all you're wanting to do, it's probably not worth it to be on the team. So,
we're here to support you. Christy's talking. Christy's on the ladder painting, and I'm pretty sure she's talking to you. You got to hit unmute, friend.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty sure she's sharing something with you.
I thought I hit it, and apparently I didn't. What I was going to say is just Randy's, which obviously is not accessible, but I'm saying get really intentional about what you actually need. Like, what is your net that you want to do in the next year? And maybe that team doesn't align, with where you need to be anymore. If you're just thinking, and are there people that you already know that are going to be on that timeline? So if you already know 4 people who are going to sell next year that's in your sphere,
Right, and I
Um,
do.
and
I
then
do.
continuing to work that sphere and really be intentional. Okay, if I know I need 12 deals a year, and then look, break that down, what you're actually going to end up taking home, you probably don't need the team. Okay,
Yeah,
people outgrow
that's
teams all
true.
the
Like
time.
I already do have things lined up, and so I've got it in my head. I'm like, do I really want to share this commission when I've not had
Right.
had
You
to
don't, right.
work his lead?
If you
Yeah.
joined it for the leads and now you've learned what you need to learn, and there's all kinds of free education too, even just moms in real estate. Hello, how many things a week do we get for moms in real estate? Like free stuff that you're not paying for leads, you're not paying for all that. So,
I
um,
should say too, I think the structure of our team is a little bit not great. Like since I have been taking a break, I've still stayed on the team and kept my license active, but there have been several people join and leave, and I haven't heard their reason. But just since jumping back in, he kind of told me like I think he's kind of given up on the team. But then he got excited when I jumped back in because he and I have the most in common, especially when it comes to like just being a Christian and that type of personality. So he got excited, and so I hate to disappoint him, but like I
you're
noticed
in this
like
to please other people. You're in this to
yeah, I
support your
know.
family and do ministry.
Yeah, like one of the main sources of our leads is he has like a lot of followers from people in our area, like thousands on his Facebook. And so we get a lot of our leads from him just posting on his social media with the link.
Are you on Move Me to Tennessee? Are you
I
on
don't
that?
think so.
Or Buy a House in Tennessee. It's a huge Facebook group. It's like 60,000 agents, but I think that's an EXP agent that has it, right?
Mhm.
I
I'm
think,
not sure.
yeah. Yeah, it's an EXP agent that has it. And he gets so many leads from that Facebook group.
Oh yeah, we were doing like we were taking turns rotating. I think we were approving at least, I don't know, it was more than 50 requests a day. It was exhausting. It was probably a few hundred a day at first. Like it's a really good strategy. But
Yeah.
that really slowed down because no one was working it, and
And well, also nobody knows what it takes to run a Facebook group. I will tell you this. I will tell you this. It's a full-time job, and people do not realize what it is to run a Facebook community at all. It's so much work.
no, it was
Much work.
Well, Madeline, keep us posted. We're here for you. And like I said, I would really sit down and write a pros and a cons list. And then I would pray on that and go from there. Real quick, we did have two people. We had Christy jump on, and then I'm going to mess it up. Jade, is the H silent?
It is.
Yeah, got it. Hi, Jade.
Hi.
Tell us about you, what market you're in, how long you've been in the business, a fun fact, whatever you want to share.
The background noise. I am a fairly new agent and got licensed in May. I've had one closing in August. I'm in Florida, South
Nice.
Florida. I don't know if anyone knows where Port St.
Ooh,
Lucie.
where?
Port St. Lucie.
Oh, yay! My brother lives there. I love that little town.
I feel like no one ever knows where that is. Even in Florida, people are like, where? That's exciting for me that someone knows where that is. Yeah.
No, you guys have like 3 different beaches to pick from. That bathtub beach. Oh my word.
I know. The joke is though, like we actually don't have a beach. We just share it with the other counties.
Well, that's true. But
Yeah, we don't have direct access, which is crazy. But yeah. So yeah, so I'm kind of like getting my sea legs in real estate. I have another closing coming up next month, but it's like my brother's closing. I helped get a house.
That's
So
okay. That's good.
yeah, I keep saying to myself, I mean, it says a lot that he trusts me, so I'm very happy about it. Yeah, but I'm just trying to learn everything and get my goals in order and figure things out. I'm a homeschool mom, so yeah, it's so fun, the perpetual cycle of guilt.
yes.
It's just like I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I did a lot of this today, didn't do a lot of that today. So yeah, I'm working through all of that and getting my systems in place and all that.
Well, you're in good company. Well, Christy, do you want to introduce yourself real quick in your market and share a fun fact? Tell us what market you're in and a fun fact about you, other than you're on a ladder painting a ceiling.
I'm painting the trim. I love and when I'm not doing real estate, I do love painting my house and decorating all those fun things. Right now I'm just painting this little trim piece right here, and I'm painting the whole room, but I gotta do the trim first. So anyway, so that's a fun fact. I love painting. And anyway, let's Indianapolis, Fishers, Indiana is my main market, and then out of course surrounding areas. So I've been a homeschool mom for like 20 years, and I have one kid left at home to homeschool in high school. And let's see, I just started in real estate last year, September of last year. So, and I'm with Real Broker, which is my favorite, and I love them.
So we have, how many new agents do we have? Oh, wait, you moved from Indiana. You moved from Indiana. I didn't know that. Heather, Christy, Heather is in Holland, Michigan, but she moved from Indiana.
No way. My son's in Holland, Michigan.
Oh, funny. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Okay, wait, Heather, I'm trying to see your face. What's your last name, Heather?
Klompmaker.
Okay, where did you live in Indy?
We lived in Zionsville.
Oh, yeah.
And then like I lived in Plainfield. I kind of was all over the place.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. I've done some open houses in Zionsville. Super cute town.
Yep.
Went
we went to College Park Church. It's a pretty big church
Oh,
on
you
the north
did?
side
Oh, yeah,
there.
mega big church. Yeah. I remember listening to sermons from Kim Kaufman for years. Yeah.
Yep.
Long time ago. But yeah, when I was back in the day, another fun fact, I was an auto parts delivery girl, like my second year of marriage. And I learned the city really fast, if I didn't know it already. So now I don't get lost as a real estate agent. So it's awesome.
So Alicia, you are a new agent. Let me see if I'm reading this right. You got your license April 1st and you've had 21 closings and 6 under contract.
Correct.
And 5 pending.
Yeah.
Sister, when I said who had some wins, where were you at? Woo! Those are huge wins.
Well, so my goal was to have 5 this year. And so I feel like I'm killing it because I said I was going to.
No idea. Well, I've been in the business 23 years and I'm going to confirm you're killing it. So tell us how you've got 21 closings with 6 under contract and 5 listings. How did that happen in your first 6 months of real estate?
I answered my phone.
Are you just like super popular in town, or like how did that work?
So I do have a well-known last name, and so when I did tell people I was doing real estate, they were like, "Oh, Allie's doing real estate. Allie's doing real estate." So I got a lot of phone calls, but a lot of my phone calls came from Zillow Flex. I pay like $130 a month for that, and since I started in May, so bigger cities have a different Zillow than I have.
Yes.
Because I pay $130 a month and I have gotten 70 leads since May. Wow. And people are like, "Oh, I pay way more than that." And I get like 2 leads.
So I had merged my team before making the move over to Real this year. I had my own team for 20 years. We had our own team and we did a merger. And when we did the merger, it was a big flex team and it was nothing like that. So in the big markets, flex is 40% of the commission and then the team lead split 50-50. So it's 40% off the top to Zillow and then it's a 50-50 split with the agent. So at best, the agents are getting 30% of the deal.
Yeah.
And so it was really brutal. Like I knew, so one of the reasons, it was just one of the many decisions, part of my decisions in making the move, but something I was struggling with is there was top agents, like top closing agents that were closing $5 million a month in production. And I knew behind the scenes that they were struggling, financially and they had like no healthy life balance because with Flex, they had to run and they had to go and serve them and they had to and I just in good conscience was like, I can't be part of agents that are getting like awards for their great production that's off the charts and at home they're like not doing well. But I will tell you, so tell me how many people are in your county, because what I've known in my last 10 years of coaching and building being in different markets, there's something about little towns. I always joke because I have friends that sell like 150 houses in counties of like 20,000. I'm like, does nobody stay put? Like, how does this work? Like everybody in the town's a top producer. I don't get it.
So like in Effingham, it's a town of 13,000. And then around us, we have a bunch of other little towns. Right. And essentially the Zillow calls that I get are people saying, "Oh, my realtor won't answer me. I want to go see this house." And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to just show you the house. I'll need a pre-approval first. But yeah, we have a lot of little towns around us. And that's essentially how I've gained such success, is because I just answer the call and then I talk them through how to get a lender. And then once they get pre-approved, then I show them houses and I get them all excited. And then I'm honest and then I answer my phone. So I feel like
I
it's
love
really
that.
simple, but a lot of people are like, oh, so and so doesn't answer my calls. And I'm like, okay.
Well, let me just tell you, Alicia, you just made my night because I'm breaking into a secondary market and it's a very small like market, and it's much more like rural and like little cities and little towns, not cities, little towns. And I've been thinking, I'm like, I feel like it's going to be different for me there. And when you're talking, I'm just like so excited to go into little towns where like innovation hasn't hit, good customer service hasn't hit, all those things. I'm so excited to bring those into that market.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that a lot of people are like stuck in their ways. And
Yes.
so,
Yes.
and like some of the agents that I ran into have like minimums, like they won't talk to you if you are not looking to buy a $250,000 house. And so like I hear all you guys talking about like 5 million a month, and I'm like, yeah, I've sold 4 million this year.
No, but that's still amazing. And I had a previous business partner that used to drive her nuts too, because she'd always be like, can we talk about units? Because I'm at 150 units. And she's like, but I'm at 7 million. And the price point's just different, right? And it's so different for every market. It's been wild to be in my market, because I can still remember when 110 was our median. And now, you know, post COVID, it's 525, which is just wild. But we've had California here. So ladies, I always want to be respectful of your time. I'm so excited that you joined us for the first Buns Up, Bras Off back after summer. We're going to keep doing these next month. We're also doing it a week early because we normally do it the fourth Thursday of every single month. And it's at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But next month is Christmas and we don't want to meet on that week. So we'll meet the month before. If we are not already connected, please, everybody, can you just drop your Instagram handle so we can all connect there? Let's connect. And I would love to see you guys all on the next Buns Up, Bras Off. Don't jump off until you connect with at least one other agent. I want everybody to make a good connection tonight. I'm trying to type mine at the same time. Rise with Randy.
Okay, can somebody type mine in? Toby.Christie.
Toby.Christie. Oh, Kobe. I'm like, where's Toby? Toby.Christie. Okay. Don't be embarrassed that you don't use Instagram. I'm also on Toby.Christie.
I already typed hers in.
Oh, okay. You're awesome. Perfect. Okay. I can connect with you on Facebook. Alicia, are you on Facebook? I'm assuming that's how you found Moms in Real Estate. Did I already end the meeting? Oh, there you are. I think you're on mute. Yes, you're in the group. Okay, perfect. I'll connect with you on Facebook. And ladies, thank you all for being here tonight. Have a wonderful night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys. Bye.